Generations. One question: can power repair injustice? As Mahmood Mamdani's slow poison sparks fierce debate over Africa's post-colonial past, his son Zohran Mamdani's New York mayoral campaign brings that legacy into the present. On November 4, 2025, New York City votes for its next mayor. Among the candidates, Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic state assemblyman from Queens. At the same moment, his father, the Ugandan-born scholar Mahmood Mamdani, faces global discussion over his new book Slow Poison: Idi Amin, Yoweri Museveni, and the Making of the Ugandan State. Mahmood Mamdani, a Ugandan of Indian descent and professor at Columbia University, has spent a lifetime studying the legacies of empire. Expelled from Uganda in 1972 when Idi Amin ordered the Asian minority out, he turned exile into inquiry. Slow Poison revisits that history, arguing that Amin's brutality cannot be separated from the colonial structures he inherited. The book describes how both Amin and his successor, Yoweri Museveni, used violence to consolidate power. Amin through racial nationalism, Museveni through neoliberal fragmentation. The reactions have been sharp. In the Wall Street Journal, Tunku Varadarajan called Slow Poison an apologia for Idi Amin, accusing Mamdani of softening a tyrant's crimes. But Mamdani insists his goal is not to excuse, but to historicize, showing how colonial systems survived independence. In The New Yorker, Kelefa Sanneh called the book an acerbic sequel to Howard W. French's The Second Emancipation, contrasting the optimism of independence with the turmoil that followed. For Zohran Mamdani, his father's questions aren't abstract, they're lived. Born in Kampala, raised in New York, and named Kwame in honor of Ghana's Nkrumah, he campaigns on housing justice, public transit, and economic equality. Observers note familiar echoes, the same concern with how power shapes belonging and who benefits from the system. In recent weeks, Zohran Mamdani's campaign has faced Islamophobic attacks, amplified by rivals like Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa. His response, rejecting what he calls the tolerance of indignity, recalls his father's 2004 book Good Muslim, Bad Muslim, which challenged Western binaries of faith and fear after September 11th. 2 decades later, the son faces that same binary, not in theory, but in the arena of electoral politics. While Mahmood Mamdani re-examines the failures of African independence, Zohran Mamdani campaigns to reform a 21st-century metropolis still grappling with its own inequalities. One writes about dismantling colonial hierarchies, the other confronts urban ones. From Kampala to New York, from the lecture hall to city hall, both men wrestle with the same enduring question: can power be used not just to rule, but to repair injustice?